So are you just not going to talk to me? So do you want to tell me what I've done wrong? So you still not going to talk to me? Can you at least please tell me what I've done wrong? I don't deserve this. What are you crying for? Don't cry. Look, we're gonna be okay. Things just happen. We both make mistakes. I'm crying because you don't talk to me to tell me what mistakes I've made. You just completely shut me off. Because you should know what you've done wrong. Like, I shouldn't have to explain it to you. You're an adult. You should know what you've done wrong to me. Oh my God, why are you like this? Fine then. Just leave me like everybody else has done. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware, diagnosed narcissist Lee Hammock, and I use my platform on social media, over a million people nowadays, to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, like myself, 4 years, and also validate the victims and survivors of this disorder as well. The point of this series is to make my TikToks and YouTube shorts longer. They are going to be, pretty short, 60 seconds or less. This is going to be longer than 60 seconds. The one you just watched was about a little visual I did about the silent treatment and how the silent treatment is used by narcissistic people to punish you, to make you feel bad about yourself, to use you, to torture you, to all that, this, that, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth. Because communication, from what I've learned, is one of the most important aspects of just human nature. Communication means a lot to people. Communication is important to people. So your ability to communicate with your partner or your significant other or your mom or your dad, whoever that toxic narcissistic person in your life is, because the relationship dynamic doesn't matter, because communication is going to be important regardless of the relationship. I know I talk a lot about, romantic relationships because it's easier to talk about, but if your mom is a narcissist, you do something wrong to your mom and if she doesn't speak to you for a month, why you living in the same house, why you being raised by her, you can't get away from that. You can choose your significant other most times, but you cannot choose your parents. I know somebody commented the other day, like, well, spiritually speaking, we do choose our parents. I was just like, y'all on a different level than I am, because y'all spiritually, Lee, I'm gonna correct you right there, man. Spiritually speaking, we do choose our parents. I was like, ooh, okay. Okay, I guess it was spiritually speaking, we choose a lot of different things then. But yeah, so you can't choose your parents or whatnot. If your mom or your dad is giving you the silent treatment, what are you going to do? If you're 11, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, what are you going to do? You're 15 years old, you need some help while you're in high school. Your parents are disappointed in you, so they don't talk to you. Your parents feel like you slighted them, so they don't talk to you. What are you going to do? The silent treatment is control. The silent treatment is power to a narcissistic person. Because there's a few different reasons that narcissists will use the silent treatment on you. The first reason is power and control, like I said earlier. Because they feel like they're in control of you. They feel like a lot of times they feel like they're the dominant person in the relationship, and they feel like you don't deserve their words. So it gets to the point. So if it gets to the point where you're dealing with a narcissist and they don't feel like you deserve their words, woo, that's when it gets rough right there. Because if it gets to that point where you're dealing with a narcissist and they feel like you don't deserve their words, that is a lot to take in right there. It just is. I don't care who you are. Like, you don't deserve the words that are coming out of my mouth. So they'll shut down on you. They'll go completely silent on you because they to punish you, to control the narrative, to make sure and they'll act like you saw in the skit. They'll act like nothing happened. Hey, can you tell me what's wrong? Nope. Let you wonder, let you ponder, let you wonder and ponder what you did wrong. They won't tell you what you did wrong to set them off. Because it could be something very, very minuscule. It could be something just minute that they just make it bigger by going silent on you. You don't know. That's part of the punishment, because you don't know why they went silent on you. You could have said the smallest thing that set them off, that triggered that narcissistic rage or ego or their silent treatment, and they just bloop, silence. No more talking. You don't deserve, like I said, you don't deserve the words. Complete silence, utter disconnect, and complete disrespect in this situation right here. So if you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person or whoever, you just know this is like, if you don't change, if nothing changes, this is your future. I know a lot of times people don't want to hear that, but like, if you continue to deal with narcissistic people and let them go silent, and I see people in the comment section, like when I posted this on TikTok, The longest silent treatment I endured was like a month. We spent the whole month or 2 months or 6 months where it's just basic communication while we lived together. No intimacy, no words, no nothing. We were just like coexisting. I'm like, yikes, how do y'all live like that? I'm just like, woo. I mean, I haven't done it that long. You know, I'm a narcissist, so I do the silent treatment. I haven't done it that long. I don't even know how long my longest time was. It might be a couple of days or something like that. But months? What you do? Did that narcissist ever tell you what you did to them to set them? What you did to them to set them off? Because there's no explanation a lot of times. You have to figure it out, and it's part of the torture. So even if you're in a long distance relationship with a narcissist and they give you the silent treatment, that can be torturous as well. Because a lot of people, not a lot. Some people in my conversation were like, "Well, can you talk about long distance narcissism and how that affects people? And man, how do people do, or how are people supposed to deal with the long distance silent treatment?" I'm not being in a long distance relationship anyway, because that's just long distance narcissism is just, they get to take advantage of you. You don't get to be around that person. So the love bombing phase can last longer. The silent treatment can last longer. You don't know what they're doing. They'll torture you from a distance. So the long distance, yeah, people can go silent on you. It's like ghosting you. It pretty much is like ghosting you, because you don't know. At least if you're close by somebody and they give you the silent treatment, that person is still there being silent. Long distance silent treatment is like ghosting. No communication, no nothing. Sometimes they'll go silent on social media too. They won't post nothing. It's like they disappeared. So yeah, the silent treatment is power. And another way, I get the first reason. Another way the silent treatment can be used against you is to literally try to get them out of trouble. Like in that video right there, what if you caught that narcissistic person cheating on you, or you caught them in a big lie, and instead of dealing with it, instead of taking accountability, they just went silent on you. They just used their silence as a way to get you to lower your aggression, to lower your anger, to lower your accusations, or to make you feel guilty, to raise your guilt. Maybe I shouldn't have said this like this. Maybe I said it the wrong way. Maybe I rubbed them the wrong way. Maybe I shouldn't have said it maybe I shouldn't have spoke like that. Goodness gracious, what do I do? How do I do it? And then you'll end up apologizing for whatever you caught them doing. Whatever it takes for you to get them to talk to you again. What is it going to take for me to get you to talk? What is it going to take for me to get you to? What do I have to do to get you to talk to me again? Well, you have to stop going to my phone and catching me cheating. You have to be all forgiving. You can't do this. You can't do it. Or sometimes they won't even tell you. They'll continue the silent treatment. So my advice to people is to learn to enjoy the silence. Because if you enjoy the silence, you take away the power of the silent treatment. If they go silent on you and they're not talking to you, and then if you can't leave, but if they go silent on you, where they're just, where you used to be sad and beg for them to talk to you, now you're reading the book, now you're playing games, now you're going out with your friends or whatever you wanted to do, or what if you can do, because there's some narcissistic people who hold it against you too. So now that you're enjoying the silence, you're playing video games, whatever you do, a male, female, non-binary person, whatever you are, if you're enjoying the silence, that takes away their power. And it might be, oh goodness, I feel like this is weird that I have to say use what is the word I'm looking for? My mind just went blank, y'all. What the word, it means to just be careful. You know what I mean? It really, really means be careful. Like you, of course, be careful, and in situations like this, because if you use it on the wrong person, they could snap. You know what I mean? They can snap on you. They could hold it against you. They could go. I mean, they can go into a narcissistic rage because you're enjoying the silence. Oh, you ain't talking to me too? Oh, you think this is funny? You think this is a game? You know what I mean? You think this is a game? You gonna play with me like this? And they'll get mad at you they'll get mad at you for not begging them to talk to you. They'll get mad at you for enjoying the silence. You know what I mean? So yeah, be careful. Be careful in a situation like this. Use I can't think. It's a C word. Use I don't know. My mind cannot think of the word right now. My mind just went blank this morning. I got up at 5:45 and I'm still going right now. But like I said, it is a power trip. It really, really is. So you can take back your power by enjoying the silence. Use the silence to make a plan to leave if that's what you want to do. Use the silence to spend more time with your kids or to get away from that person. Use the silence as a reprieve from the verbal, mental, and sometimes physical abuse. You know what I mean? Use the silence. Use that silence as use it. Enjoy that silence. Go write your book. Oh my goodness. I talked to a couple people on my when I go one-on-one with people. They're like, yeah, I just started. I started reading books. I started Going outside, writing music and stuff like that. I use that silence as a way to get away, as a way to mentally escape the relationship before I can physically do it. So silence is not, as long if they can't punish you with silence, you know, they'll switch up to something else. They might just overwhelm you with language and whatever and try to put their hands on you. So you have to be careful, of course. You really, really have to be careful when you're dealing with narcissistic people, especially the toxic, aggressive, sometimes violent ones. You just have to. You know what I mean? Be careful when you're dealing with people like that. And it's gonna bug me that this C word, use. It's not constraint. God, it's gonna bug me. It really is gonna bug me, y'all. My mind literally went blank. It's gonna bug me. Anyways, y'all, enjoy the silence. Use it as a reprieve. Be careful, of course. Of course, be careful when using it. When they're going, whatever you do, whatever you decide to do, be careful. Be safe. Protect yourself. Stay empowered. Don't let the silence be your. Don't let them use silence as a weapon against you. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more. Mental Illness is out. Peace.